everybody. Shannon and Karen here with Wandering Out Yonder. And today we are going to go to part 2 of our series, our favorite places we've seen.
Yes.
Favorite places we have seen. This is part 2. The first video we did, we talked about World's End State Park and Trough Creek State Park. Today we're going to talk to you guys about Mason Neck State Park and also about Ohiopyle. I'm sorry, I just lost it for a second there. Anyway, those are the 2 state parks we're going to talk to you about today. But I did want to share with you that we are in Trough Creek State Park today. This is Balanced Trough behind us. Anyhow, one of the things that this video series has done for us has inspired us to go back and visit some of these places that we love so much. And we're really glad we did. It's a cloudy day. It's a little bit cold in the 40s, low 40s, maybe 41. But just, the forest is just so beautiful here.
And again, we have it to ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, cool. It's a weekend.
Yeah.
And we have it to ourselves.
So, anyhow, to go on with what we were going to discuss about our favorite places, the first one we want to talk to you guys about today is Mason Neck State Park. Now, that park is down in Virginia, and that was a day that we both were just kind of like, let's go here.
Last minute decision.
Right. And we were just pleasantly surprised at how much we loved being in that state park. It was a beautiful state park. It sits on
a bay. Belmont Bay, I believe it's called.
Right.
Yeah, and that was the first wetlands kind of anything that we had visited.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. I mean, we've been to the Everglades before, but I'm talking about up in this area of the country, the wetlands.
Right. And it had the boardwalks that we both loved.
Yeah, it had a boardwalk that went around the wetlands areas. Really, the trails were just so cool there. They're really well maintained and well done. They talk about in the brochures the difficulty level of the trails, and quite honestly, they were overrated as far as difficult. There was nothing difficult about any single trail that we went on. We went on quite a few of them that day.
Yeah,
because we wanted to see as much of it as we possibly could.
Tagged them all together for a 6 or 7 mile loop.
Yeah, or maybe longer. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But anyhow, there are several things that this area provides as far as what you're going to see. You're going to see some wetlands. You're going to see some woods. And you're going to be able to see some birding areas. They have bird blinds set up throughout the park that the trails take you to. And to explain to you, if you don't know what a bird blind is.
Because we didn't.
No, we didn't know. We were like, what's a blind? We're learning.
Right.
Which we thought was super cool. When we got there, we were like, yay, we can sit in this under the cover of a roof. If it rains or something, you can just sit there. And we both had binoculars with us that day, or I had a pair of binoculars that day. I just happened to bring them with me. I think we had heard there might be eagles there or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were looking for. We get excited to try to find the eagles.
So, anyhow, I had brought my binoculars with me. Anyway, we did find 2 of the bird blinds.
3.
3?
Mm-hmm. One by the marsh, the one up where we had lunch, and then the one at the end of the trail.
So anyhow, if any of you do not know what a blind is,
it's like a shed, a 3-sided shed that then has areas that you can look out at. I guess basically
just like a little hut.
Yeah, for like kind of how the hunters would use to kind of camouflage you. Say they don't see you moving around and everything, but then you can just see them. Mm-hmm. Right.
And they had benches set up inside that you could sit and look out. Well, one of the bird blinds that we visited, and again, there was nobody there. We had the place to ourselves. We were sitting there, and we saw what we thought were eagles.
Way out.
Oh, way out. I had my binoculars, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's eagles, Well, after further investigation, they had some nesting areas set up, the big poles with the platforms. Mm-hmm. And I saw the birds land on the platform. We finally figured out they were ospreys. And they were nesting and had babies. I'm not sure what a baby osprey is called, but there were baby birds in the nest that they were feeding, which
and she was kind of fending off. There were other birds kind of circling, and she was definitely protecting her nest.
Yeah,
it was really, really cool.
Super treat for us that day. I mean,
so I don't know what.
Anytime we get to see wildlife, I mean, just so cool. And of course, we wished we had been able to videotape more of that, but we didn't have the means to do that back then. But Super cool that we got to see it, and I would highly recommend if you ever have a chance to go to Mason Neck State Park down in Virginia.
Yep. Even
to
if
go,
you do just the boardwalk trail, I think is like a mile, and it kind of goes through the marshy areas. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Really fantastic.
So again, Mason
makes our
Neck
list.
State Park makes our list.
Lots of swampy areas. So again, it's very marshy. You can see over here to the left, a marshy area. Water stagnant. I'm sure there's all kinds of wildlife in there. And then just across over here is the bay. So again, Shannon is walking across the bridge over the swamp area. It's really, really cool how they've done this, so you can come out here and enjoy this area. So I'm getting ready to proceed across behind Shannon. It's just such a cool area through here. So we are almost to the end of the trail, and we're walking through a grove of rhododendron. Mountain laurel. It's very pretty, very shaded, and we're almost to our destination, which is another area that you can sit and view the wildlife and overlook this creek area. We'll show it to you when we get there. We are at our destination. We're going to climb up in there and share the view. Hi everybody. Okay, so back again with number 4 of our favorite places that we've been. This one is Ohiopyle. Yes, we loved Ohiopyle, and that was another really cool experience for us. One reason is because we were surprised at how beautiful Western PA is. We didn't realize how beautiful, well, like northern Western Maryland and Western PA.
Yeah.
The way that we drove to get to Ohiopyle was just a beautiful drive. So we first of all enjoyed the drive, the mountains and the scenery, gorgeous.
We kept saying, is this still PA?
Yeah.
Is this still Maryland?
We were just surprised.
It looked out of place.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
And then of course when we got to the Ohiopyle area and the campground that we were staying at, we stopped at the waterfalls. Gorgeous, just beautiful. We were there at the crack of dawn.
No one was
No one was there, so we got to, just enjoy all that beauty, but without a big crowd. The campground that we stayed in, we enjoyed staying there. It was a huge campground, and after our visit there, I think now I would know better where I might want to stay in the campground. Our site was kind of right next to a bathroom, I think. So that
was like a maintenance building,
yeah,
and
something. And then we had this light flashing on us all night long. So that wasn't cool, but it was still one of our favorite places. The trail that we went on, we tried to go hit as many trails as we could in the area because it was so pretty. Do you remember the name of the trail?
I think it was called Meadow Run.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that trail was just stunning, beautiful. There was beautiful boulders that people use for rock climbing and so forth that the trail runs past. And then the area that opened up into what is the name of that river? I can't even pronounce. Starts with a Y.
I'm not going to attempt that. I don't know. Yeah.
Anyhow.
But we were heading towards what was called the Cascades.
Yes.
And
we walked out onto this beautiful creek, I guess, river.
I
think it's a river.
Yeah.
And it was just so beautiful and stunning, and the water was just rushing, and it was these huge boulders and rocks, and it was like rapids. And again, the only people there.
Yeah.
We didn't see a single person on this trail until towards the end, I believe.
Yeah, I think once we returned back to the trailhead.
Yes. And this was in fall? Yes.
Yeah, September, because it was during, the hurricane moved in.
Yes. We actually had to leave a day early.
So.
Because there was a hurricane coming through. So we had a choice, either stick it out, get soaked.
But we did. And there was that area, that Cascades area, that sticks out for me. We came out of the woods, which was beautiful
and it
for
was
us.
just breathtaking.
Yeah, and it was, I mean, for just a moment, you felt like nature was all for you.
Yes.
That moment was all for us.
Nobody was there,
and
so
it was stunning. It was a cloudy day, but it was that marbled sky.
Yep.
It was breathtaking.
Yes. So anyhow, we did, like I said, we visited 3 different trails that day, that particular visit. We went to Cucumber Falls.
Yeah.
And that was pretty.
We went looking for Jonathan Falls.
Yes, which we really messed up on that
Yeah,
trail.
we went the wrong way.
But we still, I mean, it was still beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We still enjoyed the hike.
Still didn't see anybody.
We figured out on our way home where these falls were. So
if we go back.
When we go back, not if, but
Yeah.
when we go back, we will retrace that trail and go back to that trail. But again, there are so many trails in that area, and it's such a beautiful, stunning area, and a lot to do, and a lot to see. So anyhow, Ohiopyle State Park, if you get a chance, you should go. Beautiful. Hi everybody. Shannon and I are at the Ohiopyle State Park. This is the falls. This is the Meadow Runs Trail, and we are at what's called the climbing area. And around here, this is a huge rock-faced cliff, which I cannot even get close to.
I would say it's
And there are anchors up here.
at least 100-foot drop.
Yeah, so that you can rappel up and down, I guess, this rock face. And as you can see, right next to the water. And from what I understand, there are some cascades and all kinds of waterfalls through here that we are going to get to see. And you can rock climb out here, just kind of hop around all the different rocks. Look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous area here. And that's where we're at. We are at the Cucumber Falls Trail. We just hiked down. All right, so there you go, guys. Second in the series, number 3 and number 4 was Mason Neck State Park down in Virginia, and Ohiopyle State Park in western PA. Beautiful, beautiful areas, beautiful trips, and I highly recommend them. It's a good chance to go. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back with number 5 and 6 soon. We'll see you guys then. Bye.